talk about yourself. Here I am at Pages, and there are two authors this month, and this is the author that I am meeting for the first time. And what was your name again?
Christopher Withy.
Christopher
Withy.
But you sign your book C.A.
C.A. Withy, yes.
Okay, let me see.
It adds more mystery if they don't know my first name.
So you've written 2 novels, is that
I've written 4.
4, wow. But you're just selling, are these 2 sequels or related or something?
Actually, all my works are related. They're part of one big universe. The reason I'm not here selling the other 2 is because they're not published yet.
Oh, okay,
It's a
cool.
work in progress.
Well, when were these published? How long have they been out?
I believe Savagery's been out for 3 years now, and Everman and Uriel's been out for 1.
Well, give me like a teaser about what these books are about.
They are science fiction fantasy adventures taking place in an alternate reality where one of them is an anthropomorphic fiction where they're escaping their slavery captors to live in freedom in the wilderness while running for their lives. And then Everman and Uriel is the setup for a larger universe that encompasses a lot of the idea if dreams were real and if we could visit them, what kind of significance would that have in our lives?
Cool. So I bet these are available online. How about as ebooks?
They are ebooks. They're available for print on demand. You'd have to go to melangebooks.com. Good luck spelling that. That is melange-books.com.
Okay. I'll give you a little caption, okay? Anything else you want to say?
A lot of my other works are available on my Protagonize website. So if you do a search for protagonize.com and then look for C.A. Withy, or if you Google Protagonize and C.A. Withy, you'll see all of my other works.
Cool.
I don't have signs showing the address.
Oh no, I give you captions.
It appears on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, it does. It does. But you're going to be impressed.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Buy my books.
Cool. Okay. Thanks. And now here I am at Pages Bookstore, and there is another author, Tanner. He was on our show before. Remember Tanner?
Hi there.
Hi. So what do you got new?
What I got new?
Yeah.
Well, about, what was it, 2010? Yeah, 4 years ago I came out with this novel, Hungry
I've never
Rats.
seen that in the bookstore before.
And I've been working with Reinhard Suarez, the editor of Shattering Glass here, and we've come up with a new project, which is a follow-up to Hungry Rats. It takes place 10 years after Hungry Rats is done. It's going to be called The Rat Catcher. And so I'm working on this right now, and tonight I'm actually reading a little bit of it as a work in progress.
Oh, great. Well, so it's like, I was reading on Facebook, so you're going to do it like every few minutes, you'll read a bit of it? Is that how you're going to do it?
No, at 8 o'clock I'm going to read the first couple chapters. It should just be like 10, 12 minutes. And actually, usually I revise things a whole bunch of times before I read it, but today I'm just kind of off the cuff, so this will be a new experiment for me too.
I don't know what time it is, but I'll try to be back here at 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Okay, I'll try to be back. And then in the meantime, let me get a close-up of your books. It's 7:15. Okay, I'm going to go upstairs, and maybe by the time I get back. And this is interesting. Where did you get the idea for Mark's hat?
Well, I seem to recall there was an art installation called Mark's Castle or Mark's Shack or Mark's Cabin or something like that. And
house.
There was... That's it. Yes.
I remember that.
And there was a little bit of a controversy because of the way the project actually turned out.
I saw a Jiffy Pop picture of that.
There we go.
Who did that?
I don't know. It wasn't me. But I bet it was somebody notorious and well respected and often given to guerrilla acts of creativity. So anyway, no, but if this was actually our Gothic Funk Press's anthology of experimental literature. Every piece that we published came from a resident of the city of Flint, came out last July, and it can be read for free at gothicfunkpress.com.
Cool. For free.
For free, we've got wonderful authors. Let me just run through the names of everybody that we publish. We have Paul Cornelius, Nick Custer.
Oh, I know him. Nick.
Yeah.
Nick is one of the host.
Michael Kelly, Bob Mabbitt.
Yep.
Ruby Spademan, Tom Sumner, Janworth Nelson. and then I contributed a piece along with Desiree Duell. We worked on that together.
Oh, Desiree, you know, I'll tell you, just about every name that you mentioned has been on one of these videos or even on our show. So if you guys go through the old videos, just put the names in and you'll get those same people in our videos.
I'm very lucky. I know and work with some of the best people in town.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Yes.
It's so much fun.
I'm lucky.
Yep. Okay, well anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs, look at the artwork, and come back down here and hopefully be here by 8 o'clock, okay?
Excellent.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Great, okay, so here I am at Buckham Fine Arts Gallery with the bill. I want to make sure I spell the name right. Okay, anyway, and you have some art here, don't you? Some prints, you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Okay, well I know I love the subject, the dragons, the old, because you're at the Renaissance Festival too a lot every year, aren't you? On top of, you have a book. What is the name of that book?
Here There Be Dragons.
So could you find that like on Amazon or anywhere, or is it just
No.
special?
Get her off my website.
Okay, what's your website?
Stolpenart.com.
Okay, I will put that, I'll give you a caption.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at your art. Did you want to tell me? Now, this is a little different. This doesn't look like, well, this is fantasy, but a different kind.
This print was done in 1975.
Okay.
I started working on the print after the liftoff of the Apollo mission for the Apollo Soyuz link up, the two capsules linked up.
Yeah.
And the print was completely done and edition signed during the flight, and it was all done by the splashdown of the Apollo.
Wow. So did that help you sell some of your?
Pardon?
So did that help you sell some of your
Well,
prints? I mean, were you kind
no,
of,
I haven't found the magic way to help sell anything yet. I do the best I can with my work, and hopefully people will discover it and fall in love with it.
Well, that's what we're all doing.
Here's an interesting one. I did this last summer, and this appears to be a photograph. But if you look very closely, the locomotive is all made up of the letters S-T-E-A-M, Steve. Now I reoriented, for instance, there's an S, there's a T and the E and the A and the M. But all of these, even the background.
Oh my gosh, it is. That is wild. Oh wow. I'm so glad you pointed that out. I would not have noticed that otherwise. That is really amazing.
Now my dragon, look at this.
This one here, or you want to go back to the dragon?
The dragon over here.
All right.
This one I finished up in July of this year.
Okay.
And it's all made up of the letters D-R-A-G-O-N. The sky, the background is made up of S-K-Y, and the clouds are with the C-L-O-U-D-S.
Oh my God!
But I had a dilemma. I didn't know whether I liked the one wings or two wings. So, and I didn't know whether I wanted it in color. So I did part of the edition in color with one wing.
Yeah.
I did another part of the edition in black and white with one wing.
Okay.
And the remainder of the edition I did in black and white with two wings.
Cool. Oh, and they all have the lettering in them. That is amazing.
And you can see the second wing down in the corner there. There it was.
You are the Dragon Master. What else? Oh, I see some familiar faces there too. Oh my God.
This is my self-portrait, if you can.
Yep.
And it's all made up of the letters S-T-O-L-P-I-N, William Stolpen.
That is amazing.
Even in the background again.
And there's another familiar face.
Oh yeah, that's Sam Morrell.
Yeah, I painted him. I painted him before.
One of my mentors.
I painted Sam before. Not this fancy though.
And
Not
again,
the
all
one
made up of the letters in his name.
It's amazing. Even in his eyes.
Yeah.
Whoa. This is amazing. Huh. Okay, well here, let me just show them so people can see.
That's Steve Davidette.
Oh, I've got one of his paintings too. I'm sorry, excuse me. I got a painting that he did of a print.
That's Carol Brender. They're collectively
Okay, but anyway, these people are collectively what?
Yeah, no, I was going to say collectively, the D, Steve Davidek, Jimmy Anthony down on the end,
Okay.
and Bill Stolpen. They're the DAS in the DAS Print Company.
Oh.
So this is the four of us, except for Sam.
Okay.
This is the four of us. We've been printing together since 1980.
And that's why Sam always says, I'm not in that.
Yeah.
He's always tells me that.
He's not part of
because
DAS.
He's not, I know.
But we wouldn't have been DAS without Sam.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, well, great then. Thanks a lot. Anything else you want to you want me to write on here or caption or
No,
anything?
other than this one in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering what that was about.
X-rated image.
Yeah, hi.
I wasn't expecting this much stuff on it.
Hey, how about that? It's all made up of the letters X-rated, but it depicts a temple sculpture in India. So not for the young at heart, I guess.
Wow, cool. Okay, well, thanks a lot.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Host of this event, and you want to say a couple things about your books while we're here?
Yes. My name is Christopher Rumithi, and I'm an alcoholic.
Me too.
I wrote these pieces here, Savagery and Evermanic Burial.
When you were drunk?
Science fiction fantasy novels. And they're for sale for $20. What do you say? One's anthropomorphic fiction, another one is a alternate reality one where if the dreams of people were manifested and made real and you could visit them, which is the nature of these and most of the stories I write.
All right. And
Better speaker than I am. You go ahead.
this is yeah. Okay. So 4 years ago, I published my first novel through Gothic Funk Press. It's called Hungry Rats. I drafted it in 2003, and it was a second-person noir, which is code for it got critically appraised, a lot of really good works, and not a lot of people picked it up, which is typical and is fine. But I kind of wanted to see if I could try something a little bit different. And I was talking with my editor, Reinhard Suarez. He's a great writer who's out of Minneapolis, and he said, maybe we can come up with something that is sort of within that universe, that sort of participates in those same questions, that's possibly a little bit accessible. And since most of my writing is not exquisitely accessible, this is a grand experiment. So usually I revise things a whole bunch of times before I share it with anybody. I've given this I drafted it, did a quick once over. This is very raw at this moment, but this is a work in progress, and hopefully it's out for purchase and hearing and reading, and hopefully at the library at some point. So this is standalone. I'm just going to read from the beginning, and the title of the book is The Rat Catcher. It takes place here in Flint. It takes place in 2014. So many people owe you favors. Can't someone give you some money? Ain't no one got no money to give. The father and the son stood side by side, huddled against the cold, against the wind, against the early coming dark, against the discord of traffic whirling down 475 a block away, and stared down the stereotype, their new address. The father's name was Brick. His name was really Gale Horde, but everyone called him Brick, or Chip, or Asshole, or Bloody Gums, or that murderer motherfucker. He was in his late 40s, but he looked like he was in his mid-50s. He had a bit of a beer belly, and was just a bit overweight, but his strong forearms under his loose flannel shirt, his strong calves that didn't give a shit about being wrapped in the least fashionable white with red striped socks, gave the only half-false impression that he was more strength than flab. Not that there wasn't strength there. Brick was strong. His strength derived from the strength of his will, the ferocity of his passions, his sheer not giving a fuck. He was the kind of man, people said, not to be fucked with. The son's name was Alistair, whose name had been thought up as a joke by Brick. Brick, dismayed that his lover had declined his offer to pay off the abortion fees, had cheerfully figured, what the fuck, and suggested a name as different from his own as he could think. Alistair as a name bespoke ascots and golf clubs, or perhaps brandy in the Buick Open. Veronica liked this name, it stuck. Alistair was born a pawn to his parents' competing passions in his name just as in everything else. When Veronica decamped to Traverse City, Alistair was stuck in Flint with his dad. The kid was taller than his father, stronger and healthier, even though he looked more slight, more weak, and he was differential in the little things, like where they lived, but outspoken about the big. Brown eyes, brown hair, speckled freckles, brown skin. I love my mulatto son, Brick laughed sometimes, and Alistair said, "Well, I don't like you much, Dad." He especially didn't like him today when he'd been dragged out of school halfway through his first class to help them load up their evicted belongings and drag them out to this shitty stereotype. Now, the stereotype would have fit very nicely on a blog post for 24/7 Wall Street, or the Huffington Post, or fucking Forbes. This was Flint, Michigan, after all. This was the East Side. This was a street named after a state. 2 blocks away, the beautiful school where Brick had thrown rotten apples at Mrs. Barb's had burnt to soot to ash like moldy toast, Brick said. The judo club had closed, and so had the funeral home. Most of the houses on these blocks were empty hulks, just like the stereotype. "Second floor windows ain't fucked up," said Brick. It was true. Although all the first floor windows were smashed and the CP graffiti by Consumer Power across the door already warned them that they wouldn't be getting any electricity or running water here. "It ain't seen fire," said Brick, and this was true too. Most of the abandoned houses on this block had, but this one, gutted and pillaged and stripped and trashed as it was, had not been torched yet. "It's got good bones," said Brick. He dug out a toothpick and started rooting for a loose piece of meat stuck between his teeth. His teeth were rotten and he couldn't eat anything without getting cracks stuck in the cracks and crevices, but he was obsessed with rooting it all out. He dug away with his toothpicks, and that was how he had gotten one of his nicknames, Bloody Gums. "What happened, Dad?" asked Alistair. What had happened was complicated. It usually was. They'd been living in a legit apartment over on Longway, better than some of the other places they'd stayed, although the heat was creaky and the communal washers were usually busted. It was marginal, check to check, and they were one week late with rent each month, but it was still reliable money for Smiley, the landlord, so he shut up. Smiley didn't smile much, but he didn't frown either. So it wasn't like his nickname could have been ironic or something. It couldn't have been his real name either. Who the fuck names their kid Smiley? Rick had said to the man as they had signed the lease. Anyway, the apartment had come down with a nasty batch of cockroaches, courtesy of the kitchen next door and the hole in the wall connecting the two. Or that's what Brick said. And Brick said he was withholding rent until the problem was solved. Smiley had verbally admitted that this was only fair, but on the first Monday of the month he had pretended he didn't remember their conversation. It was the sort of thing that could have been solved by 3 words, Michigan tenants' rights, or by rolling his eyes, but Rick had decided to solve it with his fist, so he broke Smiley's nose. "He'll be smiling crooked from now on," said Rick with a laugh. Alistair didn't laugh, though. Smiley had said they'd better self-evict or wind up in court. Rick knew he was in the right, but after getting fined after the last bar fight, he knew the court would lean against him. So he pulled his son out of school to help move into the stereotype. Now, the stereotype was courtesy of Alan, another ex-shop rat. Alan lived in Royal Oak, but he hadn't been up in Flint in years. He was someone Brick knew. Brick knew a lot of people. People owed Brick a lot of favors. Brick was also holding a book. "What's that?" Alistair asked. "I'm a literary man," Brick said. "You took that from him, from Smiley, didn't you?" "Smiling motherfucker," said Brick. "Brian Keene, The Conqueror Worms. I want to find out what happened," said Brick. On the cover, a cluster of badly photoshopped annelids threatened some coastal town. "You don't read," said Alistair. "I'll read this." They were stalling. The stereotype waited across the street, its doorless doorway open like a howl. They weren't moving any faster, just staring at it. "You know," Brick said, "Alan doesn't have a clue all this place is. On the phone he said maybe living with us it wouldn't get scrapped, but it got scrapped a year ago, maybe more. We can make do, but ain't gonna sell this for shit. County will get it. Demolish it a year or 2 down." "Why do you care?" Alistair asked. "Have some respect," said Rick. "Real Americans lived in this house 50, 100 years ago. Now it's dead and gone. We're the last people living in this house, and after we go, nobody's gonna live here no more. We're the only dignity it's got left." Chapter 2. "I don't believe in God, but I thank God all the time," Rick said. He said it a lot. He felt that luck favored him more than was statistically plausible. Alistair couldn't help but think that his dad had a strange definition of the word favored, since he'd been laid off along with half the town and forced to scrape by with odd jobs for years, and a pension sapped by early retirement. But Brick saw good news here. Yes, the first floor of the stereotype was dusted with rotting insulation, crumbling drywall, and a ton of spiders, but for whatever reason, the second floor had been spared. Not only were the windows intact, there wasn't even any graffiti in the upstairs bedroom. It ain't bad, Brick said, testing the window panes. These are double pane. Alan really thought he turned some money spigot on this thing. Well, we'll be warm in here tonight at least. No furnace, said Alistair. No electricity. Long John, said Brick. These sleeping bags were designed for Pecosca National Park. Do you know how warm Michigan is compared to Pecosca? It's fucking warm here. How long do we have to stay here? Not long, not long. Brick shut the door and felt the joints for a draft. If we seal the bottom here, the room can stay plenty warm. No, I got some work lined up. I'll drop you back at school when we moved in. There's a guy I gotta see in Flushing, old shop friend. He said he'd get us some money. When I get it, I can pay up front for a new place. We just have to stay here for a week, month at most, but I don't think it'll be that long. We can clean it up. It'll be just as good as the apartment. The apartment had cable. I don't want kids at school to know I'm a squatter. He ain't a squatter. We're here completely lawfully with a friend's permission. Learn a little gratitude. I don't want to stay here long. And get moving.
The beer in there, but
Yeah.
there's first time for everything.
Yeah.
So I'm usually a coffee drinker.
Okay, well, still, you can go in there and there's all kinds of stuff to snack on too.
And beautiful
and they
women,
have
too.
art, and they have art. And
Yes.
this goes on channel 17. Every Monday we have a video on there, and this video is going to go on there too. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Want me to give you a
I'll have
caption?
Yeah.
I'll give you a caption. Okay. Have you a Facebook page?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, tell me what your name is on your Facebook page so people can find you if they want.
Alan Jeffrey.
Allen, A-L-L-E-N.
A-L-A-L-A-N Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Okay, cool. I'll give you a caption. I'll give you a caption.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go down here and videotape another art show though, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you. Thanks.
Yep, I'll see you next Artwalk, sweetheart.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for your beautiful smile.
Sure, thank you.
This is the old...
Okay, this is, I'm at the Reading Studios, which is where we film our Crave Alliance show upstairs, and I'm in the green room with Charles Shaver, the curator of the art show going on next door. Oh, the famous movie maker, John. What have you been doing lately? Got anything coming out soon?
Yes,
What?
a whole ton of them next summer.
Okay.
Editing 1, filming 2.
How can we see them?
Well, you'll just have to get that special invite.
We should be friends with you on Facebook.
Well, it's just you and I. That's
Oh.
the special screening.
Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez.
No, they'll be on
Is your
Facebook.
wife gonna beat me up after this?
I have no wife.
Okay, cool.
Your husband gonna get?
Yeah, no, he's, I killed him. No.
That's too bad. That's too
Yeah,
bad.
there we go.
No, we'll keep
we
it
could finish off that romance we started like what 50 years ago.
when you sold
Yeah,
the
there we
Mac
go.
SE. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well anyway, let's go on about your
She was
videos.
my girl.
What's your
You
videos
were going
about?
to talk to him. Well, they're all horror,
Okay.
destroying women, vampires, the usual. I don't
Yeah.
do anything different.
Okay.
You were going to talk to him.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to talk to him about his art show too, so. Okay, so what's going on with the art show?
I'm not even supposed to be on the show tonight.
What's
We're going
going
to
on?
the torch after. We're going to the torch afterwards.
Oh,
so.
really? Not
Yeah.
Churchill's?
Yeah. No, torch.
Okay.
Grab
well.
a torch burger and a beer. But anyways, yeah, this is, speaking of torch burgers and beers, this is a kid-friendly art show that we're doing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for Red Ink, right?
Yeah. And we actually have artwork from both Southwestern and Powers Catholic.
Can we look at it on video?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. I love the way you work with a local artist because kids don't have art in high school anymore, or do they just not elementary?
They do in high school, they don't in elementary school. I have
isn't that
volunteered
sad?
to teach filmmaking in elementary schools like Carpenter and Eisenhower. But they just cut the
Isn't
funding,
that
so
sad?
there is no arts whatsoever.
Yeah, okay.
Flint
So
Public Schools.
increase the budget in education where? In the rich neighborhoods.
From what I understand, in
Rebates for
Rick
public-private
Snyder's pocket
schools.
and all of his friends' pockets.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
he could go fuck himself.
Yeah, really. Okay,
I'll
thank
go
you.
on
I'll put
record
that.
for
I
saying
am
that.
going to put that on.
The good.
Because I think he could fuck himself too. In fact, he probably could. But who else would want to, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from Powers, and these are paintings inspired by Keith Haring, who was an artist that practiced in the 80s and brought a lot of attention to the AIDS epidemic of the 80s.
Yeah, the rainbow thing going on here.
And then in here we have almost entirely Flint Southwestern.
Great. Yeah, you curated a show with their artwork in it once before. I think I
Yes.
videotaped it.
Yes.
What month was that in?
That was in June.
Oh no, this is really interesting.
Yes. I really like this one. Check out her eyes.
Oh my god! That is wild.
A lot of body image issues, a lot of bullying.
Yeah, I hear that in the poetry a lot too, that I videotape, so it's interesting. That's how you tell about a society is you look at their artwork, their music and their poetry. And their art. It's cool.
This is the only one that's not Southwestern right here. This is a non-functioning pipe bomb by local artist Rob Campbell.
That's what it looks like, huh?
And yeah, we have some other
Wow.
local artists like Polly Everett and Justin Faber.
I am not going to let my son see this. He's an engineering student. I don't want that. We will get in trouble.
Right.
Not all people would see that as art. This is amazing. And they're high school though, right? That's what I
High
can.
school.
That's what I can. Oh, the guy with the pipe bomb, is that high school too?
No, Rob Campbell is a local artist.
Okay. But that's cool. Yeah, I think Homeland Security might get you fired for that one. If it was one of your students. Cool. Thank you. Anything else you want to say? What are you doing? What's Atomic Swan doing?
Atomic Swan, I'm actually screening Sugar Plum in the
I
next
saw
room.
that. It's
And it's,
great.
I thought it would be appropriate because it has a small anti-war
When's it gonna
message
come
to
on?
it. It's, the last
When?
screening is right now.
Oh, really? You know, 'cause
Yeah.
I've seen it before, so I know
Yep.
what it's. And I can't videotape that on in case I ran out of battery. Well, this is different for Polly. And here I am inside Churchill's. And who is this artist? Let's see here. Would this be, could this be Polly? Let me see. Signature on there, but oh, there it is.
Oh, really?
So this one earlier today. Over at the local. Kind of Esherish. Oh, I don't know who this is. Let's see.
Oh, this is. Oh, must be the days. I'm using it.
Matt Reed. Oh, Matt Reed! We saw his very first art show. Matt Reed!
No, I don't. I know. My heart case or whatever. My glass collection. Oh, yeah, no, hers is always in the
Churchill's. Teddy.
My smile, nod, and wave.
Oh, there's Matt Reed. We were just looking at your artwork. Do you want to talk about your artwork?
Elena loves doing that.
Yeah, come on over here and tell me about your artwork. Okay, so it's I believe that we videotaped the very first art show that you ever did.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yep.
That was so much fun. So what have you done since then?
Just kind of, I don't know, scribbling some more stuff out.
What's this here?
I don't know, it's an alien type lady thing that came up last night. I don't know, some kind of alien hieroglyphs, if you will.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah, I don't know, just kind of trying to stay out of trouble and keep painting, I guess.
This is cool. I did get a picture of your sign already.
Yes!
And I did this, I think.
Cool Kids Club!
And I got this. This is really cool. Who is this character here?
I remember it's off of some old movie.
I would say.
Yeah, I got a picture of this with Polly's signature. So anything you have to say about where you've been or what you've been doing since we last videotaped you?
Not much. Hopefully you'll see more of me.
Cool. So you like went out of the area, came back in the area?
Yeah, I actually moved to Mount Morris, so I'm still trying to like get back on track and moved in and we're remodeling and yada yada, but I'm still trying to keep my roots with the Flint people and stuff.
How can people get a hold of you?
Through Facebook, through the Flint Underground group. I mean, I usually post my number or email, mattreed19@live.com.
Cool. I'll give you a caption.
All right, cool, thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna videotape this out of here. Another Polly.
Text me or call me. Call Best Buy. I work 10 to 4:30. Just call Best Buy. I need to talk to Rob. That looked painful. I felt like we were there's something about there. I'm gonna back up the track, so hold on. That looked good.
Oh my God, is that Sonny Bono? Jesus! I thought you were dead!
I'm alive, you're right. Oh.
Yeah, that's your luck. That's your luck.
Yes, I actually love this. This is fantastic. It's warm.
I think it was made for you.
Man, no wonder.
Where's Cher?
Where's Cher?
Yeah.
Darn it, I'm really terrible on videotape. I gotta tell you, I have this thing about it. But anyway, I do like this.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
I know I didn't mean to stress it when I put it on. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. That's all right.
I didn't stress it too hard, but I...
Yeah, it's okay. I can't pull it together in the front either.
It's so
It's all right.
nice.
Yeah.
Get lost.
appreciate that. I'm gonna go videotape the band now, okay?
Chris, am I too loud? Can you hear them while I'm playing? I think you can. I can't hear them. Can you hear them?
Oh, so much better. I'm so tired.
Turn up the microphone.
Was I audible? I think so, right? It's audible, right? Is that good? What? Vocals up a bit?
I believe that's what Chris is doing right now.
Okay.
Chris, whoa. Hot mic.
Yep.
Hot mic.
Oh my god. Awesome. Dear Ryan. Shout out to you. Dude, I just realized we want to know the set list. Ryan's cheating, so when I count from him.
are all the same. Who's gonna cast the shadow? Who's gonna cast the shadow? Who's gonna cast the shadow? Thank you. Love you guys!
Love you too.
Lock it up. What's our next song?
It's the first song I ever wrote on you.
Oh, I was hoping we could do this song. Can we do that first? Sure. Okay.
Why not? Who makes a set list? Who cares about a set list?
So I just really want to because I have the opportunity.
I'm gonna yell into
Matt,
the microphone.
look to your right. Introduce yourself. Did she tell you your name? I'm gonna quiz you. Don't say anything. What's her name?
I'm just like walking around recording people.
They said
drunk. Oh, serving someone some fucking alcohol. Now they're gonna get fucked up. Taking Artwalk, stealing artwork right out of here. Up and we'll come back later, alright? For some really badass shit. Just wait a little bit, alright? Yeah, we're back with the Tom Toms, right? So I guess they're pretty cool. So give them a chance. It's the Tom Toms, and like I hear really good things. So let's give them a chance and check them out. It's pretty cool. So.
So you haven't always been telling the truth, but you seem to think that you always do. It's not that you lie to me or somebody else. All your little lies are only lies to yourself. Now you're liar, just a liar. All your little lies make you desire to be the man you could never be. As long as you let them make yourself happy. Yeah. is just the first of some new songs we have for you guys tonight.
Yeah, so it seemed pretty good to me. I'm gonna give
Come visit the Good Beans Cafe at 328 North Grand Traverse, Flint, Michigan, in historic Carriage Town.
Yeah, alright. 1, 2, 1, 2, smiling faces. Constantly supporting.